Well, the Mississippi State Bulldogs are moving in a new direction in 2023, and we need to talk about it. But if you haven't, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. And by doing so, it greatly helps out my channel and it helps me grow as a content creator. Mississippi State Bulldogs are coming off a tragic loss in Coach Mike Leach, and know the program is looking for a new leader. And since then, they have found their new leader, guys, and they promoted their defensive coordinator, Zach Arnett, to be the head coach for the Bulldogs. He become the 35th head coach for the program, and I think this is a guy, he can make some noise with the Mississippi State Bulldogs, guys. I'm going to just read off his stats. This is a young guy, great defensive mind, and he ran that 3-3-5 defense at Mississippi State. And Mississippi State defenses under him was really, really good, guys, in my opinion. I think he was the defensive coordinator there for like 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. But he did a phenomenal job while he was there. And since then, like I said, he was promoted to the defensive coordinator. But I'm going to just, not defensive coordinator, but head coach. But a really, really good young guy. And I'm going to just read off what he's done with Mississippi State's defense. And in 2022, Mississippi State's defense ranked 5th in the SEC in total defense with 350.3 yards per game, 5th in rushing defense with 143 yards per game, 5th in pass defense with 206, and 2nd in turnovers game with 22. And that defense guy has some dogs on it. I remember when we was playing against Mississippi State, my Alabama Crimson Tide played against them. Those guys were aggressive. They was hitting really, really hard. A lot of thumpers on their defense. And, while he was there, their defense was ranked in the top 5 in the SEC in the last, 3 seasons. So that should tell you all you need to know, guys. Really, really good defense. And he had good players on that team, He had Nathaniel Watson. He led the SEC with 108 total tackles. And Jet Johnson tied for 3rd in the league with 103 tackles, making Mississippi State the only program in the league featuring 2 players with more than 100 tackles on the season. So he had 200 100 tackle players on the same team. So that was really, really good. But the one guy that really stood out to me was cornerback Emmanuel Forbes. This guy, one of the top cornerbacks in the country, probably in the nation, the total nation, All-American honors, all of that. He had a FBS career record for pick sixes. He had 6 of them, and adding 3 last season. So and then he also had 174 interception return yards in 2022. So that guy was just a heck of a player. Emmanuel Forbes, just a good overall defense that he coached up, guys. And like I said, it was ranked 5th in the SEC in total defense. Just did a phenomenal job. And like I said, the previous years he was really, really good with them as well. So him stepping up, I know that defense is going to be really, really good. Now that he's the head coach, I'm pretty sure he's still going to have his hand. I'm not sure if he's going to still be calling the plays. But Mississippi State is in good hands with him. And it's going to be interesting to see what he does as a head coach. Like I said, a young guy. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's like the 2nd youngest head coach in college football. So I'm not sure. I might be wrong about that. But young guy. It's going to be interesting to see him get his chance as a head coach. But since he's been there, he also made a coaching hire for the offensive coordinator. And he brought in Kevin Barbay, and he's going to be being offensive coordinator. And he's going to be tasked with coaching up, Will Rogers. Will Rogers is a guy that seems like he's been at Mississippi State for, a couple of years, man. It seems like he's been there forever. Definitely a guy that was really, really good. And I said last season before the season started that this is a guy that we need to watch out for. And he's coming back, and working with Kevin Barbay is going to be interesting. And I'm just read off Kevin Barbay. He was the offensive coordinator at Appalachian State. We all know Appalachian State shot and beat Texas A&M last season. I think they won the game 17-14, but Appalachian State was always one of those teams, man, that could catch you up. Like, they play everybody hard, and they known for upsetting people. So now he's over at Mississippi State, and he's going to make Mississippi State dangerous, in my opinion. Um, he has SEC experience. You know, he was at Florida. He was the director of player development from 2015 to 2017, and he was under Jim McElwain. Who he later worked under at Central Michigan. You know, Jim McElwain was at Central Michigan, so he was over there. You know, he followed him over to Central Michigan, and also, you know, he was over there with him at Florida. So, got that SEC experience. You know, he's very, very aggressive play caller, and like I said, definitely a team to look out for. You know, in Mississippi State with Kevin Barbay and Zach Arnett as the not defensive coordinator, but the head coach. But I'm sure he's going to have his hand in the defense. But what do you guys think? You think Mississippi State is going to make some noise? You know, in the SEC, Mississippi State has always been that team. I don't care who they play; they always game. They're tough, and we normally used to catch them, you know, play them right after, you know, we play LSU. And in my opinion, that was always, you know, a bad time to play them because they're a very physical team. And it's going to be interesting to see what Zach Arnett does with this team going forward. But what do you guys think? You know, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And once again, guys, if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.